In this video, we are going to migrate this whole AI meal planner project from Clerk to Better Auth. We are going to create custom login and sign up page, which is looking much better than the default one from Clerk. And we are also going to set login with Google provider and with email and password. And we are going to migrate all the users from Clerk to our new Better Auth database tables. And we are going to connect all the data. For example, here I have these tokens and also my email, username, image, and everything is going to be connected by the end of this video. This meal planner app is open source, so I'm going to share with you the public GitHub repository link in the description below in case you want to copy paste login form, sign up, or anything that is going to make your life easier. And now let's start. We have here now the same meal planner but with Clerk. So when I click get 5 free meal plans, we are going to the Clerk sign-in page. And you can see also that I'm using here some old Orcish admin. This is because I'm on dev mode. And when I log in with my Google account with the orcdev@gmail.com, it's going to my dashboard. And here we can see that I have 333 tokens. So we want that same data to stay with me when we migrate to Better Auth. And now here I'm basically logged in and everything is working just fine. So let's start the migration. We are going now to Better Auth documentation. So here we are clicking on docs and we are going to installation. So first thing we need to do is to add the Better Auth dependency. So I'm going to add that one to our meal planner. I'm running pm add Better Auth. And now we need to set our environment variables. So we want first to remove all Clerk variables and then to add new ones. So here you can generate secret, Better Auth secret. I'm going to add that one to the example file. So here we have next public Clerk publishable key, Clerk secret key, sign in URL, sign up URL. We're going to delete everything from there. And here I'm going to copy Better Auth secret like this because this is an example environment variable. And also we need here the set base URL. So we are going to put now localhost 3000 because we are working in dev mode right now. And I'm going to do the same in the environment file. I'm not going to open it because you're going to see my API keys from OpenAI and everything, so keep those safe. I copied the environment variables and now we can continue with the documentation. So here, next thing we need is to create a Better Auth instance. I'm going to copy paste a lot of these things because I already did the migration 2 times and this is definitely the fastest way. You have both of my projects open source, open code, so you can check the GitHub repositories. I'm going to leave them in the description below. So first thing we need is Auth TS. I have the same thing in my AI framework right here. And here what we are doing, we are actually taking our Drizzle adapter because I'm using Drizzle for this one and we have everything set. So I'm just going to copy paste this one and put it inside the lib directory. So here I'm creating a new file auth.ts and I'm copy pasting this one. We are going to use email and password. So that's going to be the start, but we are going to add also the Google provider. So here we have the problem with our schema because we are not exporting it because we still don't have the schema from Better Auth, but we are going to add it. So next thing that we need is to configure the database. So that's the part that we are missing and we added this one already because I copy pasted it, but we need our database schema. So here, create database tables. So we can run the generate command. That one is going to create tables for us. So I'm going to run that one right here, generate. They have this really nice command and yes, we are going to generate auth schema. There it is. So now let's find it, auth schema right here, and I'm going to copy and paste this entire schema into my schema file that I already have. So here I already have purchases, token spends, daily plans, bunch of things. So we need to connect everything from here to our new schema. So I'm adding here the schema from Better Auth. We need to add just a couple of things from here. We're going to add Boolean. That one is missing right here. Then do we have something else that is missing? No, we can always check here if there is something red. So now we have our schema and we just want to export it. So now here in our auth, we need to import this schema, and that one is solvable like this. This is a trick really with Better Auth that I found, that we need actually to export schema like this. So it needs the user session account and verification. So we are going to copy paste that same thing also in our schema right here in the end of our file like this, and now we are importing that schema inside of our auth.ts. We can delete our auth schema ts that was generated by Better Auth because now we have it right here, and we can now already run the npx drizzle kit push to push all these tables to our database. And I'm using Neon. We are going to see all of our tables in Neon. So there it is, changes applied. So now I can go to my Neon console, and here I have my meal planner already opened. This is the dev mode. So here we can see my purchases, and we can already see user, account, etc. All the tables are created for Better Auth. So we have a good start right here. And now we need the API route for Next.js, and we also need the Auth Client. So here we can see the next thing is mount handler. So here we have the API route. I'm going to copy that one again from the AI framework. So here in the app, we have this API auth, and then here this dynamic route. So I'm going to copy that whole directory from here, copy, and put it inside the app directory in the meal planner right here. So we have now the route that's going to work, and next thing we need is the auth client, this one. So we are calling this one locally, so we know who is logged in, and we can control everything in our client components. So we are going again to the AI framework, and I'm opening the auth client, this one, and I'm just going to put it inside the lib here, auth client.ts, copy pasting everything. There it is, and our configuration is now done. So we can go and delete all the Clerk stuff. So we need to go to the package.json. Here we're going to remove the dependencies. So removing Clerk and Clerk teams. Let's see if there is something else. Nothing else here. Then we can go and remove these sign in and sign up pages that are used for Clerk. So removing that one, and also we are going to search for Clerk. So here we have Clerk configuration. I'm going to remove this one also from the git ignore. And middleware, we want our classic middleware, so I'm going to paste that one again from the AI framework because that one is working with Better Auth. So here, middleware, I'm copy pasting it. Again, you can take all these files. Everything is going to be on a public GitHub repository, so you can just copy and paste everything, same like me. Here we have pm lock. Okay, readme, we can skip that one. We need to remove Clerk provider from the layout file. So I'm removing that one right here. Okay, then here we have a bunch of things. This is the, what's this file? This is the page for account. Okay, we can remove this whole account page. We don't need that one. We need to create that one to be custom made. Then in the nav user, we're using Clerk for something to get the user. So here we need a to do get user from Better Auth, and I'm going to copy this to do because we are going to use it on a bunch of places. Sign out, that one is in the same file. Then here, Clerk loading, what is this? Clerk button. I'm just going to delete that whole file because we are going to create it manually for Better Auth. Then we have user info. Here we are getting that Clerk button and signed in, signed out. I'm removing all these things and we can just put it like this, sign in button. That's going to be custom made again, like this. Okay. Then here in the nav user, that's the same file that we were in here. And this is the backend side. So AI, we are getting the current user by Clerk. So here we're going to get it directly from our database and with Better Auth. So I'm going to leave this backend for now. We're going to do that last. And let's now start putting in our custom-made sign-in, sign-up pages, and all the logic. So again, we are going to the AI framework right here, and I prepared really nice Shadcn sign-in and sign-up page. So here we have sign up and login. I'm going to copy those two pages and I'm going to put them in Meal Planner inside of our app directory. So here I'm pasting the login and sign up, and there we are using the sign up form and login form. So I'm going to copy also those things, login form and sign up form, these two. So I'm going to copy it and put it inside the components directory. So here, closing the app and pasting inside the components like this. Nice. So now it's picking it up, and if we go to login page, let's try it out. We have a bunch of errors now because we don't have the Clerk anymore. So where is the problem now? On the backend, let's solve that one. So here in the ai.ts, we are getting can't resolve Clerk nextjs server. Where is that one? Actually here. Okay, we're removing that one. User, we can just put something like this. Let's try it now. Okay, so now in meal plans, removing again the Clerk nextjs thingy, and here we're going to replace it just like this. Now we have the tokens.ts, so everything basically from the backend that we are using, replacing now all those things. And now we have the login form, which should work. So this one is the new backend that we need. So we need the sign in and sign up. I also created that backend here in the AI framework. So basically what we have here is a simple sign in. We are using the Better Auth sign in. We're getting the form data, email and password, and we are putting them in the sign in result right here. And based on that, we are returning if it's successfully signed in or not. And we are going to change this redirect. And also for the sign up, same thing. We are putting the email, password and name and saving it to our database. So I'm going to copy this users.ts and put it inside the server directory right here. So now we have the backend for Better Auth, and we can see now our login page. I'm not sure why is it ugly like this. We're going to fix it, but this one should now work with Better Auth. So let's try now here the orcdev@gmail.com and test. It should give us that we don't have that invalid email or password. So this one is actually already working. If we go to sign up page right here, we could create that user already. So I'm going to name him OrcDev, the orcdev@gmail.com. And here I'm going to put test, sign up. And there it is. It just redirected us to the AI selector page, which is not good. But if we return to home page, and if we go to, okay, now we have a bunch of problems that we need to fix, but we are actually now signed in as the OrcDev user. And if we go to the Neon console to user, and if we refresh here, we can see that we have already created OrcDev user. So Better Auth is already working. What we need to do now is to fix all the things so our application is working with Better Auth. Let's see what we can do. So we have here our use user from nav user component. I'm going to open that one, nav user. So here we need to call our user from Better Auth, and we are taking that one. Let's see, how are we doing it in AI framework? So here it is. We need the data and our session. So I'm going to take that one and put it inside the meal planner like this. So we need to import our Auth Client. I'm importing it from our lib, and now here we need that session user image URL. It's not like that, it's image. Then here we just have name, I think, not full name. Yes. And what else? Here we have our email. So we are putting that one, we are putting the user image and name again here, image only if it exists. And here also name and email. And also we need our sign out. So sign out is coming from, also from here, let's see, sign out, handle logout, and we are just going to call it inside of our logout button. So here I'm going to paste the handle logout, this set loading, we are going to remove that one, and on success, yeah, we could push it also to login, but we need to do it with our next navigation router like this. Good. And now we just call that handle logout here. Nice. So we have it already working. So here we are getting, this is the name from Better Auth, this is the email also, and if we log out, we are logging out, everything is working, and we can now here log in again. So orcdev@gmail.com and test, login. Nice, it's working. We need to change this AI selector. Let's do it right now so I don't forget it again. Users, so AI selector, this one needs to be actually, I think it's meal planner. Let's see in the app. So it's called, no, it's actually dashboard and then meal planner. Okay, meal planner. So it's like this, /dashboard/meal planner, and same thing for the sign up. Okay, nice. So we can now return here to the home page, go here. So now we are actually allowed to go here. That's good, although we didn't set it in the middleware. So here we can put, instead of AI selector, we're going to put dashboard. Nice. So let's test that one out. If we log out now, and if we go to our home page from here, if we click get 5 free meal plans, we are not allowed to get into the dashboard because we're not logged in. But if we log in, test, then we are going to be redirected. Now this one is working, although we still don't have our tokens, so we need to connect everything that is left from Clerk to connect it to Better Auth configuration. So how is it handled now is I didn't have the users table for my Clerk users, so I was using only user emails. Now to connect all the data, we just need to go to our AI, for example, right here, or to tokens. Let's go first solve that one. So here we are getting the user like this. We are now just hard coding it, so we were avoiding errors and everything, but we are going to take it again from AI framework. So we are going to take it like this as a session. Let's see how does it look. So like this. So we are taking the session, we are waiting auth.api, which is coming from libauth. So this one is now the server side of Better Auth. This is not client side anymore. And we are awaiting our headers. So now this is our email actually. And we should now get all of our tokens. We're going to do the same thing for Stripe right here and here. So here we are actually writing the email in the moment when user is buying tokens. Same here. Here we are sending the email to the user. And now it should probably work. Let's see. Yes, I have 333 tokens. Awesome. So we connected my data to my email, although we didn't migrate yet all the emails, but we're going to do that also. So now we need to find if anywhere else we are using, yeah, so here we have our user hard-coded. I'm going to import now everything again. And here our email is going to be the session.user.email like this. Nice. Same down here. So we solved now, except this one. This one should be session. Okay. We don't have any more errors. Awesome. Billing. So here we are getting the user. Again, this one should be from the auth like this, and here we are adding the session. So this is to get all of our purchases. Nice. Let's see if that one is working. So that one should be here, billing. So now here I should get all of my purchases. Yeah. So here we can see all the tokens I've bought. Nice. That one is working also. And let's see if there is somewhere else here also user. Importing auth and headers from next. Here putting the session. Here same thing. And here. Awesome. I think we covered pretty much everything in Stripe. We don't have it. Okay. So now I think we can create one last test. Let's try to buy tokens. So here I'm going to add more tokens. I'm going to buy 50 tokens. Here we have Stripe. 42424242, and here I'm going to put 27 123. Nice. Buying tokens. Let's see if that one is going to work. And nice. So I successfully bought 50 tokens. It's not yet refreshed here. Maybe that's my app. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. 383. Nice. So I think everything is working, and we can now create new meal plans under my email, and basically everything with the Better Auth configuration, login, sign up is working. And now we have to migrate all the users that we had on Clerk to our new database. Funny thing is that while I was making this video, the creator of Better Auth created the migration from Clerk to Better Auth. So you can also follow this one if you like it, but there is the migration script for the Clerk data to put it inside our database. So we are going to use this one. I never used it. Yesterday I created the query myself with AI. So I'm going to copy this one. It should be in the scripts migrate clerk.ts. I mean, we can put it anywhere, but let's put it there. So meal planner, I'm going to create a new directory called scripts. And that one is called, let's call it the same like them, migrate.clerk. So here, migrate.clerk.ts, and I'm pasting it inside. So here we need our auth, that's it, and here we need our exported users.csv. In order to get this, we need to go to our Clerk settings. So this is my meal planner development mode, which it was used for meal planner before. So here in the configure, you go down to the settings, click the settings, and here we have the user exports. So this is the only way to export users from meal planner. So here you just click export all users, and then they create a new export right here, which you can download, and then we can use it in this migration script. There it is. I'm going to download it, and that one I'm going to put inside of our scripts directory also, because it's reading from the current directory. And for bun, we need to install this types bun. I'm later going to delete it. We don't need it. We need it just one time for this one. So pm add, that's the dev dependency, types bun, and now this error should disappear. Yes, there it is. Okay, awesome. We don't have any more errors. And let's just put the exported users.csv file here, like this. Here it is. So this is that one. And we're just going to rename it to exported users, like this. Is it the same file name? Yes. Awesome. And now let's just run it. So here we have the run command somewhere for that one. It's just bun run script migrate clerk.ts. So I'm running that one here. Module not found. Okay, let's see what's going on. Let's see. So, okay, it's scripts and here it's script. So let's run it again as scripts. And now no such file or directory. Okay, it's watching the root. So I'm going to move the exported users.csv to our root directory right here. And now I think it should work. Let's try it out. So, okay, we actually need our Clerk secret key back. So I'm going to put it back inside of my env directory. I added Clerk secret key to my env file, and now we can run again. Let's go. Bun run scripts migrate Clerk. Suspicious date here. Okay, falling back to current date. I don't know what is happening, but let's see if it's going to work. Looks like it's going through some users, and it takes a while. There is only 74 users. It's not... Oh, but migration completed. Okay, let's see if it's working. So I'm going to Neon console, and here in the tables, I'm going to open the user. Nice. We have all the users. I'm just putting the blur because these are real users and real emails, and everything should work. Email verified, all to true. We have even the images coming from Clerk, and everything looks fine. Awesome. So everything that is left now is to add Google authentication. So here we're going to the authentication, and then here Google. It's really easy. We just need these social providers right here. So I'm going to copy it and put it inside of our auth file. So here I'm putting the social providers, Google. So we need Google Client ID and Google Client Secret. And you can just get that one from Google Dashboard. And then next thing we need is just to put in the sign in like this into the Auth Client.ts. So I'm going to copy this one, sign in, and I'm going to put it inside of our login form right here. So inside of our card, we have login with Google button, and there we are going to put this sign in right here. So we're going to insert Auth Client. We're going to call this one sign in with Google, and we're going to put it inside of our button. Where is it now? I'm lost. Here it is. Here we're going to put on click sign with Google. So let's try it out. I'm going again to our AI meal planner. I'm going to log out. And now here we have login with Google button. Okay, it's type submit by default. It should be type button like this. Nice. Refreshing, login with Google. So we are logging in with Google. I'm choosing my orcdev@gmail.com. And now I should have again my 380 and something tokens. Let's see. That's it. That's my account. I am successfully logged in. My Google provider is working. My normal email plus password login is also working. So we have successfully migrated Clerk to Better Auth. I hope you enjoyed in this video. For more content like this, make sure to join the mighty Horde. Subscribe.